Why do some people discriminate against others just because they are different? What does it really mean to be different? We are all human and should have the same rights no matter who we are.
Frank Mugisha was 6 or 7 years old when he realized he was attracted to men. He wasn't mean to anyone, he didn't do anything wrong, so why should he be excluded, bullied, or kicked out of school? Frank Mugisha was a man who didn't express his true self, thinking that no one would accept him. There was nothing different about him, besides the fact that he was gay.
Why should he be treated any different than the rest of us? Frank Mugisha was born in Uganda. Out of 33 million people, there weren't a lot that were gay. His hope was to change at least 7 people's minds out of 33 million. Every little thing he can do counts. He didn't want to tell anyone he was gay because of the fear of getting kicked out of school, kicked out of his home, or being discriminated against.
He started off by telling a few of his friends because he couldn't keep it in anymore. He thought he could trust them, but next thing he knew, everyone in the school thought he was gay. He lost so many friends. One day the principal asked him if he was truly gay, and instead of giving an answer, Frank started to cry.
He was too afraid to tell even his own mother. He just told her that the school thought he was gay, but it wasn't true. They eventually figured it out that he was gay, but decided that because he was doing very well with his grades, they should not kick him out. Now he could start telling more people about his true self. When he told his brother, he just laughed and then started to tell everyone else.
Another reason he didn't want to tell anyone about him being gay is because he didn't want to get kicked out of his own home. If you were a lesbian, your family would hire your uncle to rape you until you were straight.
Sometimes that they were even kicked out of their own home for just being themselves. His brother wouldn't accept him either. He just laughed when Frank told him who he really was.
That was way too loud.
Frank's mother took him to talk to a religious leader in Uganda, and he started quoting verses in the Bible. I think this just made Frank feel worse about himself. Hearing verses from the Bible telling him who he should be probably was not making him more comfortable with who he really is. The things he was telling Frank were not relating to him at all. He wanted to hear something that related to him.
Frank was worried about being threatened or beat up in Uganda. As Frank Mugisha once said, the moment you come out and say you are gay in Uganda, the discrimination begins. This should not be how it is in Uganda, but sadly it is true. You never knew when and who is going to harass you, bully you, attack you in the streets, or even arrest you. He can't go shopping. He doesn't know if it is safe to use public transportation. He says that every time that he wants to go out, he has to make sure it would be safe first.
Frank was trying to change people's minds on how they feel toward homosexuals. He said out of 33 million people, he would try to change at least 7 minds. Frank said that if he appears on television, he would want to stand up against discrimination and make more people comfortable with who they are.
We hope that one day Frank won't have to do this anymore because everyone will be treated fairly.